Welcome back, nerds, geeks, and weebs, to Danganronpa. It's time to find out the fates of Mondo and Taka. Them boys went head-to-head in a sauna competition the last time we left off, so let's see what happened. And when I entered... What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, bro? What the?
Yo.
Hey, Makoto. Thank you so much for acting as our witness yesterday. Huh? Are they friends now? They've been like this all morning. They were all buddy-buddy as soon as they walked in. It feels gross.
What?
Feels gross? Hell no. Feels great, more like. This almost feels like sexual harassment somehow. Forget her, bro. A girl like her just doesn't get our manly bond.
You hear me?
Friendship between men is stronger than blood. A woman could never understand.
Ain't that right?
What you just said, bro? That was cool as shit. I should get a tattoo of it.
Without a doubt.
No, bro, you mustn't. Your body is a temple given to you by your loving parents. So, who won the contest?
Piece of shit!
Who gives a shit?
Got it!
Yeah, don't ask stupid questions. What matters is that we both took part in it together. That's completely different from what you were saying last night.
I see.
Friendship between men seems very simplistic. Nothing like what I'm used to with girls. Yeah, for real. All throughout breakfast that morning, the room was dominated by Mondo and Taka's overpowering brotherhood. All in all, it was a pretty unfortunate experience. You leave them alone. They're bros now. You wouldn't understand. You got no bros, Makoto. You're broless. So what should I do today? Who could that be? I was about to say, if we had free time again, I swear to Christ. Wondering who had come to visit, I opened the door, but someone forced their way in. I can fucking only imagine who that is. Oh, not at all who I thought. Not the fucking bathroom. Oh my god. Fucking Toko. Toko? What's the matter?
What's your problem?
Why are you so surprised? Am I really that annoying? Well, I already know I'm annoying. I came here knowing that, so that makes it okay. No, you're not annoying. I just wondered what was going on. I have a favor to ask. I want you to go somewhere with me. And where is it you want to go?
Well...
The library. Huh? Are you looking for a book or something? Why don't you just ask Byakuya? He spends all his time in the library anyway. Did I say something wrong? You're not a blabbermouth, right? This has to be a secret. I honestly have no idea what you're talking about, but if you want me to be quiet, I'll be quiet. Then let's go to the library. Okay, I got it. The library. Jeez, why so pushy? Do. Quiet. Be quiet when you go in. Just don't let him see you. She actually was starting to get annoying, but I did what she said and gently crept into the library. Oh, look, this dickhead again. Unsurprisingly, Byakuya was there by himself, absorbed in a book.
He's here. He's really here. Okay, Makoto, go talk to him. What? Stop being so loud. Just hurry up and go talk to him.
You go talk to him if you want to so bad.
I can't. I don't want to interrupt him.
That's kind of crazy. I guess simping ain't easy. He seems to be really focused on that book. It doesn't seem like the best time to talk to him. Hey, you. What are you doing back here? I hate even having to look at you. Ah, so you noticed me, huh? Senpai?
Naturally.
Of course. Now hurry up and leave. And take her with you. Hey, Byakuya? Remember how you said, don't be a woman who dominates weak men, be a woman dominated by a strong man? My God. I never said that. Well, actually, I just thought it sounded like something you might say. Get out. And go take a bath. You smell. Ooh.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Go now, before your stench lashes onto the entire room. Oh, okay. You really dug into us there. Maybe he's in a bad mood. She seems super depressed. Did he really upset her that much? Byakuya, to go that far. He must be really concerned about me. Simpin ain't easy. He told me to take a bath and everything. He must really care about my well-being. Hey, Makoto, what do you think? Think about what? Do you think Byakuya and I would be good together? Well, now, I don't really know.
Maybe.
That's true. There's really no way to know. But the distance between us doesn't change our love. Because as soon as you realize your feelings, the love is born. That's how love works. Okay. There might come a day when you understand. Maybe. Someday. Well, bye. Ah, young love. Ah.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Who would have ever guessed she would go for someone like him?
Shing!
But eager passion can also be scary. Sometimes that leads people off in the wrong direction. All of a sudden, I feel exhausted. Maybe I'll head back to my room for now. Oh my God. There's still some time left in the day. What to do? Free time. You know.
Okay.
Each and every person has to do their job. The cooperation of each player is true teamwork.
You got it.
That's a quote from the famous rugby player Yuji Matsuo. We gotta do the same thing. Cooperate so we can survive. Should I hang out with Hina for a while? Yes.
Yeah.
You wanna go for a run to relieve some of the stress? Hina and I went for a light run through the school. Hina, grew a little closer today. Yes, gift present. I believe I have one more thing she might like. Okay, no, God of War charm. Yes.
You got it.
Cool. Awesome. Hey, Makoto. I'm so tired. Yeah, you look pretty tired. What happened?
Well,
I woke up earlier than normal this morning, so I decided to do a push-up, sit-up, squat set. I ended up doing 1,000 of each. Well, that would explain it. Tired. So tired. I want something sweet. I want those things you get when you mix flour, sugar, butter, and eggs, then deep fry them. So what Hina's looking for is a donut? Oh, I know. You want some donuts, don't you? Don't tell anyone, but there's actually a bunch of frozen donuts in the warehouse.
okay.
Throw those in the microwave for a few seconds and just imagine the warm chewiness of that donut. You know what I'm saying, right? You eat the crap out of that, right? You really do love donuts, huh?
Just a second.
Is there anyone who doesn't? Who on earth? No. Who in the whole universe can say they hate donuts? Think about the sensation of biting into a donut. First, the sweetness floods your mouth. Then the soft dough cushions you. Next, you get that hint of egg and butter, right? Your whole body starts to melt. You feel like you're falling into the center of the donut itself. When people talk about the donut effective, that's what they're talking about. That's absolutely not true. I can't take it anymore. I'm drooling like Niagara Falls over here.
Just a second.
Get out of my way, Makoto, or I got an uppercut with your name on it. I'm not in the way. Wait for me, God of Donuts. Almost before she was done talking, Hina took off like a bat out of hell. Whenever I'm around her, I feel like I'm soaking in the essence of human vitality. Hina's report card has been updated based on your experience with her. Your maximum number of skill points. Yay! Awesomeness. After I watched her run off, I went back to my room. So damn goofy.
Ahem. School announcement.
Oh, what do we have here?
Nighttime is quickly approaching, but before it arrives, all students, please gather in the gym immediately. Emergency! Emergency!
Gather in the gym? Why now all of a sudden? I really don't like the sound of this. I have a terrible feeling. Ah, Christ. Leave the area? Yes. Oh, Kyoko, did you hear the announcement just now?
Indeed.
Yes. I don't want to go, but we don't have any other choice, right?
Right.
I can't imagine it's going to be good news, but it's not a good idea to defy him here and now.
Goodbye.
So I'm going on ahead. I really can't do anything except what Monokuma tells me. What up, Mondo?
Yo.
Hey, man. You about to head in? Yeah. Has everyone already gone ahead?
Shit.
Looks that way. I don't like it, but nothing good's gonna come from ignoring that goddamn bear. Mondo? Are you sure you're okay? You kind of went all out in that sauna.
What?
Huh? Who went all out? That shit doesn't even faze me.
Yo.
But you know, there at the edge of hell, a promise between men was waiting for me. Never saw it coming.
Yo.
Anyway, let's get our asses into the gym. Man, something unique must have happened between the two of them. Oh, my lord. I love this game. I really do. Jimmy, Jim. Jimmy, Jim. I'm not Jimmy, Jim. He's Jimmy, Jim. Jimmy, Jim. I really want to watch Muppet Treasure Island again. Hey, Hifumi. How come you haven't gone in yet?
Why is that?
Mr. Naegi, don't scare me like that. Sorry, but we really should go inside. No, don't go. You can't go. That's what my ghost friend is telling me. I don't feel good about it either, but we can't just ignore this. Damn, that's true too.
I suppose.
Guess we've got no choice. I have to go too. What fuckery awaits? Asking us to gather together all of a sudden like this. What could he possibly want?
Well,
Indeed. What might await us this time? He keeps things interesting, that's for certain. How is that funny? Can't you smile like a normal person once in a while? Like how the housewife on a classic TV show smiles at the end of an episode?
What the heck?
There's something totally messed up with you if you can laugh at a time like this. Which of us is actually messed up? Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Nothing in particular. Just admiring, that's all. I don't want to kill anyone, but I also don't want to stay here, living in blind denial day after day. I was just admiring how you could live like that and still keep your sanity.
What is this?
I'm not in denial. That reminds me. Remember how you kept talking about how the police or whoever would come help us? How'd that turn out? It seems to me there's no sign whatsoever of possible rescue.
Well...
That's just...
Huh?
I wonder what actually happened.
Certainly.
It's strange. That's true. There's no way the police wouldn't know about it. We're right in the middle of a major urban area.
What?
The police suck! On the contrary, the mastermind may be just that powerful, to take control even of the police.
Could it be?
Oh, this might not be related, but... Then don't say it. Nope, gotta say it. Fucking love you, hero.
It's not like some occult mystery.
It's about last night. I was near the main hall, just staring off into space. When all of a sudden... I heard it.
Huh?
You heard what? A sound that... I don't really know what it was. Oh, what kind of sound? Well, like I said, I don't really know. But if I had to describe it...
Could it be?
It was like a construction site, I guess? A construction site?
For serious?
I mean, I could just be making that up. I only just barely heard anything. Then you definitely made it up. Must have just been the sound of the ocean in that head of yours. Say what? What you talking about, Toko? He's arrived. What Hero heard wasn't the sound of construction, but it could have been an explosion. Huh? Or maybe a machine gun. That can kind of sound like construction in a way. What are you talking about? What? Beyond this point, my mouth is zipped. My lips are sealed. I am fully puckered. Bro, don't say it like that. It's a secret little secret.
And?
Fine. Then let's move on to what you can tell us. Why did you call us all here?
Say what?
You don't beat around the old bush, do you? Ready for me to get to the point, huh?
If you please.
But before that, you mind if I vent a little? I'm low on energy these days. My stitching's even losing all its shine and luster. I'm thinking it's probably because of this boring old everyday life. I'm looking for something with a little more stimulation, something rife with danger and intrigue.
Yep.
Listen, can I just be frank?
Today, I'm
The next Blacken hasn't shown up yet, and I'm getting bored!
Hey,
So I've decided to come up with a new way to motivate you. Motivate? Is it another set of videos or something? Are you gonna show us some demented thing to try and drive us all to murder?
damn it!
Drive you to murder? What a mean thing to say! Just awful!
You hear me?
I don't know what you've got planned, but we're not going to kill each other anymore.
Got it!
No matter what you do, I swear to God we won't. That's very big talk. Do your very best to back it up, okay? Now then, with your permission, let me begin. So, this time it's... Embarrassing memories and secrets! As long as you're alive, it's a given that there's things you don't want other people to know about you. Ta-da! So I did a little investigating of my own, and I dug up some of your darkest secrets!
And those embarrassing memories and secrets are all contained in the envelopes I have right here. I'm going to hand them out now, so take a second to take a peek.
As Monokuma spoke, he tossed the envelopes to at our feet. I quickly snatched the envelope with my name written on it. I nervously pulled out what was written inside, and my entire body suddenly went rigid. Makoto wet the bed until he was in 5th grade. What?
Oh!
How? How'd you find out about this? Everyone started talking at once. You have 24 hours. If someone doesn't become blackened by then,
Extreme!
all your deepest, darkest, most embarrassingest secrets will be exposed to the world. Maybe I'll roll by a crowded intersection in a van strapped with loudspeakers and spill the beans.
Yaha!
Wouldn't that be so embarrassing? So that's what you meant by motivate. Yep, you got it. They're all pretty unpleasant, trust me. None of you want me to reveal that stuff, right? It's definitely something I'd rather people not know, but we'd never kill over something like that.
What?
What did you just say?
Count on it!
He's right. Your plan is doomed to fail. No one's gonna murder someone for this kind of thing.
This is kind of depressing.
Oh no. Is it because, for better or worse, your memory is still a way to connect to the outside world? I have stuff I wouldn't want anyone to know, no matter what, so I assumed you'd all be the same. Which is why I put so much effort into preparing this next motive. Man, you're saying you really won't kill each other over this stuff? That just sucks! Well, what can you do? Okay, then in 24 hours, I'll expose all your secrets just to make myself feel a little better.
Okay.
So sad, so depressed, fare not well. With an almost convinced look of depressed dejection on his face, Monokuma receded into the gym's depths.
So,
I didn't know what to expect at first, but maybe we dodged a bullet on this one. I mean, yeah, having those secrets revealed is gonna be totally embarrassing. But that's seriously not enough to give someone a reason to kill, right?
Listen to me!
Good news, everyone! I have a brilliant idea!
You hear me?
Why don't we all just confess the secrets in those envelopes right here and now?
Without a doubt.
If we do that, any and all motive for murder will vanish. That's pretty smart, right?
Quiet down and listen!
Okay, so my embarrassing thing is... I don't want to hear your stupid story. What? Besides, I don't want to talk about it. I don't care what anyone says. I don't want to talk about mine.
As for me,
Neither do I. Not because it is unpleasant, but because it is impossible.
Oh?
Well, it's just human nature to want to hear it when you say it's impossible. Come on, it'll be good for you. Absolutely not.
Come on, come
It's
on.
okay. Just a little bit. Come on, come on, come on.
honestly,
As I said,
Here we go.
come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Hey!
I said I don't want to talk about it, you human bag of lard.
Say what?
I agree with them. There's no need to discuss it. What do you think, Chihiro?
I'm sorry,
I don't really want to talk about it right now.
but
I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I could talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong, then I can tell everyone.
So,
If you don't want to talk, you don't have to. I'm not super excited to talk about it either.
That's true.
If everyone's that much against it, even if my bro's the one that suggested it, I gotta say no. Oh, well, that's okay then. Either way, if it's just a few secrets, I'm sure nobody's about to kill anybody over it. I hope you're right. A secret's so bad you'd kill someone to keep it. Nobody's got something like that, right? Okay, I'll stop with all the secret talk, but...
You hear me?
Each of us has 24 hours to get ready. Having our secrets exposed isn't going to be fun, but it's not like we're gonna die because of it. So, don't do anything hasty.
Well,
The way you keep repeating it kind of makes me worry even more. Okay. Sorry. I know it's gonna be tough, but...
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs fight.
Nighttime already, huh? Okay, let's all call it a day.
Of course.
Good idea. We need to prepare for tomorrow. I was left with an anxiety I just couldn't shake, but we left things as they were and left things as they lay. One by one, we headed back to our rooms. Secrets or memories you don't want anyone to know about. A way to connect to the outside world. Honestly, all that crap Monokuma was spouting didn't have any effect on me. There's no way anyone would kill over stuff like that. At least, that's what I thought. But maybe I was just being optimistic. Which is probably why, without too much of a struggle... Jeez, I'm more tired than usual. Super tired today. I fell asleep. But what I didn't know is that even then, a tragedy was taking place. Hey, do you have a second? I want to confide in you. It's about the prevailing world attitude right now. The difference between passive and active, I mean. For example, it's the difference between like, oops, I killed him, and yeah, that's right, I killed him. Amazingly, there are tons of people who don't understand the difference. Can you believe it? But there's a huge difference between oops and that's right. You know what I'm saying, right? Anyone can kill someone in the heat of the moment, but surprisingly, few can do it with calculated intent. To make that choice, then put it into action, it's way harder than just letting your emotions lead you. It's all about preparation, resolve. So maybe you're wondering, what's the point I'm trying to make?
Well, I'm not totally sure myself. Maybe you should try reading between the lines.
Morning? Good morning?
Good morning!
Oh my god, it was him. Ah! Nice reaction! I'm glad to see you didn't disappoint. What? What are you doing here?
Yep.
I wanted to spice things up, so instead of a school announcement, I decided to wake you up in person. What the hell for? Because it's fun. And as long as I'm here, I figured I'd let you hear it right from the bear's mouth. Hear what? Are you sure you should be acting this laid back? I mean, even though something happened to one of your buddy classmates. What?
Say what?
What? Your face is all blue, like someone on the verge of death. What happened? What are you talking about? That's for me to know and you to find out. Good luck! Something's happened to someone? Was it? No, it can't be. There's no way someone would. But what if? No, what ifs are pointless, especially now, when... The dining hall. I need to get to the dining hall. Makoto. Are you okay?
Hey.
Did Monokuma talk to you too? Hiro, Hina, Sakura, and... Dickhead. Byakuya. You're the only ones here? Where's everyone else? Either they're already off trying to verify what Monokuma said, or they've fallen victim to the something that Monokuma mentioned. The something?
Perhaps.
It can't be. Has it happened again? Murder? After hearing what Monokuma had to say, the worst possibility forced its way into my mind. It took everything I had to drive that thought away. So if something really did happen, does that mean someone did it because of what happened yesterday?
Huh?
It can't be. That stuff was just a bunch of old memories. Just old memories? Don't be so sure about that. Clearly someone felt it was more important than that. Huh? To judge someone else's values based on your own outlook? Do you realize how dangerous that is?
What the heck?
Why didn't you say something yesterday?
Naturally.
Did you already forget? This isn't a co-op game. It's every man for himself. What good does it do me to go out of my way to help you?
Just the worst.
Stop saying that already. There's something wrong with him, for serious. Did he get brainwashed or something?
Wait.
That's not important. What matters right now is that we find out what happened.
That's fine.
She's right. Let's all split up and begin looking. The game is afoot. Oh, shit. All right. Yes.
So,
I knocked on all the doors, but nobody answered. Did they all go to see what happened? Oh, then what about the second floor of the school? That's the place that's new to all of us, so it seems like the natural place for... Yep. Well, let's go. What fuckery awaits?
Yo!
Hey, Makoto. Honestly, what do you think? Huh? About what?
For serious?
About Byakuya. You think he's being brainwashed or what? I don't know. You'd know more about that kind of thing than me, right? What? What's that supposed to mean? Well, I mean, you're some kind of psychic, right?
Hey!
Listen, Makoto, I think you've completely misunderstood what it is I do. Okay? Listen, fortune telling is like...
Well?
It's totally different from brainwashing or hypnosis or any of that pseudo-scientific bullcrap. I need you to understand that. So you expect me to think fortune telling isn't pseudoscience? Sorry, but I don't want to get yelled at. Oh, Lord. It's not in here, is it? The first room to explore? Okay. Huh? The door's open, but aren't those supposed to be locked?
For this investigation, I have unlocked the doors. Please look around to your heart's content.
Oh, don't sound so fucking happy to fucking get it going. Investigation?
It's all clear now.
Just as I thought. Byakuya?
I see.
Judging from what he just said, there could be no doubt a murder really has taken place. Come on! And the locker rooms? They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room. He was muttering, as if talking only to himself. Without waiting for a reply, he pressed his hand against the girls' locker room door. And the door swung open without a sound. In that moment, time seemed to freeze. God damn it! What? I don't know how long it took for me to fully comprehend the reality of what I was looking at. But as soon as I did... Well, if there's an appropriate response. A wild, almost primeval scream escaped from my mouth. Ah! I tried to suppress my screaming, but it was useless. It surged out of me like water from a spring gushing out of the ground. Byakuya, on the other hand.
Very strange.
Most unusual, don't you think? He was totally calm, almost like he was watching this all unfold in front of a TV screen.
I see.
Look, Chihiro's corpse has been suspended somehow, and something's been written on the wall, in blood. Bloodlust? Such a brutal way to kill someone. No, this is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed her. How could it not be brutal? No, that's not my point. This murder is far too bizarre for any everyday amateur to have committed it. Unlike with Sayaka, this murder was not a crime of passion or necessity.
Interesting.
It's almost as if whoever did this did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? What? My head was swimming. I was still reeling, too confused to understand what he was trying to say. And before I could even begin to clear my head...
What the heck?
Hey, I heard screaming. Did something... Chihiro?
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
What the hell was that?
What?
Ah, that's right. You were unconscious during Sayaka's, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. Apparently, when 3 or more people discover a body, an announcement plays to let everyone know. I imagine it's so that the search for the culprit can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Proceed fairly? The body discovery announcement? Then Chihiro really is...
Naturally.
Dead, yes. Before you start screaming your head off, go round everyone up. It seems another game has begun. Another life or death game to uncover a killer. Taka bolted out of the locker room. As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if no time at all had passed. It was like my sense of time had just taken wing and flown away. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion, fear, and anger. We all just stood there, gathered around Chihiro's body.
Damn.
I couldn't keep her safe. So there's another victim. Which means we are now in the same position once again. Ugh. Fuck, man.
What the?
What the fuck is this?
What?
It's a dream. This is a dream. It's all just a dream. In fact, I haven't been born yet. I don't have any memory of ever being alive. Shut up. Oh, man. Here we fucking go again, y'all. All right. I will see you guys in the next episode. Like this video if it has been entertaining and really helps me out. Subscribe for future content. We're not done with this, baby. We're not done with this by a long shot. Thank you guys so much for watching and dealing with my stupidity and all the fucking hard things in this game, man. I love you guys, and I will see you all in the next one.